Hey y'all! Today we're going to talk about how I created this little video mashup using the new Adobe Express. From the home screen, you're going to want to select a video, and then we're going to just choose the Create from Scratch template. From here, we want to first look for a stock video to put as our main background image. So I'm going to look up a night sky, and I'm being specific in my search instructions to hopefully find an image that really matches what I want to use. You can see there are plenty of stock video in Adobe. I'm going to choose this one. And now I have my stock video in the back. Now I want to layer a second video on there to make that campfire effect. So again, I'm going to go back and I'm going to click Media, and this time I'm going to search for campfire. And again, scrolling through until I find one that I feel is going to match mine. And I want to actually remove the background on this video. So I clicked Remove Background, and now I'm dragging and I'm going to resize the fire to where I want it to be. And then I always like to do a little test play, make sure it looks how I want it to be. Now I want to add a stock photo in here so that I can have a tent set up in the corner. So now I'm looking at their media, again searching tent, camping, again trying to be specific. I put night in there because I want that glow effect. Scrolling through their options, selecting what I want, dragging it where I want, and I want to remove the background on this as well. So all I have is the tent. So now you can see I have my tent, resize it, place it where I want it to be until I'm happy with my composition. For this next step, I'm going to actually use the text generator to create an AI image. So I'm clicking text to image. I want a widescreen or landscape image to give me that wider lens. And then again, the more specific you can be with your description, the better results you're going to get with your image creation that's generated by the AI. So lighting, the style of the image, and you can see I have plenty of options to choose from. And I want it to look like this person's reading by the campfire light. So once I choose the image I want, I can bring it in, resize it, and then again, I want to use the Remove Background tool because I only want the person reading by the firelight. And when I zoom in, you can see there's still a little few spots that didn't quite get erased how I want them to be. So I'm going to actually click that erase button again on the left. And now you can see I have an erase and a restore option. So the restore actually lets me see what was taken out, and I can click it to bring those parts of the image back in. The erase tool I can use to click on areas that maybe didn't get erased fully and to just do some fine tuning and adjustments on my image. Now you'll notice that when I click on areas, I have two options. I have the circle brush or I have the quick remove tool. The quick remove tool, the program uses AI to guess a common area that might need to be removed, whereas the circle brush lets you actually control what is being erased. So I find it's just to best experiment with both of them to see which one gives you the effect that you want. I tend to toggle back and forth between the two. And then I'm just doing some last minute adjustments with sizing and layout to make my composition look how I want it to be. If you look down at the bottom, you'll see my little slider, and you'll see that the campfire doesn't extend all the way to the end. So if I drag that little bar, that lets me trim the video to the length I want it to be. Finally, I'm going to share or download my video. So up at the top, you have share and download options. You can use whatever you need it to be. You can even export this as a PNG if you just want a thumbnail for it. That's great if you're going to be sharing something like this to YouTube. I hope you have fun creating. Be sure to tag me if you share it on the socials. Bye.